Welcome back to the Leverage Lounge. And today's guest, Gina Kirshenheiter. Gina, welcome to the lounge.
Hi, Michael.
We're so excited for you to be here. Before we get into some of the stuff behind the scenes, let's talk about the business, the brand, and all the new ventures. Like, what does a typical week look like now in this season of your life?
Okay, a typical week. It's so funny because I would say no week is typical.
Okay.
Every week is different. Every week is changing. Every week looks different, but every week is very busy. I would say a lot of meetings, as you know, because I'm a true believer that the more rooms you put yourself in, whether that be physically or in this day and age virtually, the more opportunities you have and the more that will come out of that. So like my weeks are generally like a mixture of taking meetings about potential new projects. Right now, I'm really excited actually because I'm working on a digital product, a curriculum for social media marketing to help people to build their platforms and move that forward. So I take a lot of meetings about that, working on the content for that. And then obviously a lot of meetings, just real estate based meetings. So I do a lot of listing appointments. I have active deals right now. I take out my buyers. You always got to like meet someone for an inspection or a termite guy or whatever it is. And then also I'm generally on 27 different fields, whether that be lacrosse fields or a cheerleading competition. I have 3 biological children and I have 3 stepchildren. So there's always a school performance. I try to be just as active and present, even more for my children. Like that's my real life. So everything I do, all the success I have, everything I build is all in an effort to just get back to my kids and enjoy my life with my kids.
Wow. So you're a mom of 6.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's get the record straight.
Yeah.
So you're busier than I even thought you were. So how do you define success today versus how you used to define it?
That's a really interesting question. You know what? I don't think that I used to define it. I don't even think I really used to think about it, to be honest. I think that what I have experienced in the past 10 years of my life, I'm a completely different person. I like to spread that message because I want people to understand that wherever you are in your life, whatever age you're at, that doesn't have to be what you're going to be forever. Like you can redefine yourself and you can create success from any point and stage in your life. I thought I was going to have a completely different life. 10 years ago, I was married. I had just moved to California. I moved pregnant with my 3rd child. I thought I was going to be married forever and that was going to be my life. And then everything changed. I don't like to put definitions on things that I think are exponential, like success.
I was going to ask you, like, what have you stopped doing lately in order to grow?
So I'm coming up on 5 years of no alcohol. And that was one of the most significant, pivotal, positive changes that I've ever made in my entire life. And I don't like really wave a flag for it that often, but I am so open about it. I do enjoy talking about it because it really had such a direct positive correlation in my life. And I want to share that with other people, right? For me, I believe that alcohol can be great. You know, social drugs, social things that we do, right? If you have a little cocktail and you're the type of person that has a little one cocktail and then, woo, it's so fun. And then you go home and that's great. That's great. But if you're not that person, if it is getting in your way, and that's where I was in my life 5 years ago, it was getting in my way. It was preventing me from getting things out of life that I wanted for myself. It was preventing me from becoming the person that I knew I really was inside. You have to eliminate those things, along with the bad ideas that aren't working, along with the bad relationships, the toxic people that are dragging you down. This alcohol, it's poison. And a little bit of poison is fun, just like a cupcake. A little bit of a cupcake is fun. You eat 12 cupcakes a day, they got to get a crane to get you out of your house, know? So these are things that you can't allow them to take from you. They're designed to take from you. And you can only make that decision if you are going to allow these things to take from you. And I really encourage people, like, especially coming into December, because we all know it's next month's a new year, baby.
Right.
And you have such a good opportunity to start to eliminate the things from your life that do not serve you.
I say something often and it just permeates everything, which is your story is not for you. I believe that our lived experience, the challenges that we face, whatever the things that we've gone through that we usually don't feel the most comfortable talking about because it takes the veil away and it exposes us. It allows us to, one, heal ourselves, but two, it helps
Mm-hmm.
other people to heal because they get a chance to hear your story. And sometimes they're either in that darkness themselves and they hear your story and go, that's exactly where I am right now. God allows us to go through these things so that we can come out victorious on the other side and then shine that light into other people's darkness. And they can go, I see now. I see a way out.
Yeah,
I
that's
think you
beautiful.
should be
Yeah.
sharing that story even more. How are you managing life as a mom of 6, a full-time brand? Like, what parts of your business or personal life have you delegated? Like, what tools or people in your life that you've hired or brought into your world are
Mm-hmm.
helping you to stay sane? Because this is the leverage lounge.
Yes.
How are you leveraging through
Right.
life?
I am just a couple years into my business. So I'm learning these things too. So I like to be very candid about that because it's like, I'll help you guys where I figure things out. And a lot of that is these relationships I build, lean
Yeah.
on people, lean on your network. Networking has been such a beautiful thing in my life. I help you, you help me. Let's help each other. Let's figure it out together. And that truly works. One of the biggest things I have is I have a phenomenal business partner in Travis. He's my life partner and my business partner. We do it together. I get a lot of the glory because I'm the marketing person and I'm like front of the house, but Travis truly is back of the house. And I think whether it's you have life partner, business partner, or someone, you need to have help. Also,
Yes.
this is something that I learned in a networking group. And they were like, if you're in this group at this level and you don't have some sort of a personal assistant, that's insane, right? And I'm like always trying to do everything. And it doesn't even have to be a certain financial point. It's just, what do you want out of your life? If you stay doing the minimal tasks in the rat race, like all that stuff, you will always be doing those things. At a
Yes.
certain point, you have to say, look, this may cost me. This is a risk, but it's a good risk to bet on because it will allow you to be successful. Invest in somebody to help you.
Let's talk about what people don't see when the cameras are off. So I want to ask you, what is something that people completely misunderstand about you, other than the fact that they now know how frugal you are?
You know what? Honestly, Michael, I will say there's not much that they're missing. There's really not. Like, the fans will tell you, like, I'm pretty transparent. Like, I film looking homeless. Like, I really do put a lot out there. But the one thing that I would say that I think people are learning now, but I don't think that they clocked because, I've taken the viewers on the journey of my personal life. And at the time, my 30s, really, like, my whole life just kind of like, so they saw that and they saw me. And so they're connected to me emotionally and they like me. They like to see me pick myself up. But I think that
Yeah.
now for the first time, and it's only like via my social platforms, and I think they'll be excited to see next year, like people didn't understand that like I'm actually smart and I'm educated and I've worked my whole life. And so I think people look at me like they think I'm funny. They think I'm sweet and kind. I mean, that is really nice. And they think I'm real and relatable. And I love that. And I
Yeah.
never want to lose that. But I am also educated and I have worked my whole life.
What are some of the things that you were doing before you were doing all of this?
This is a fun story. So I like to just tell people when I graduated college, I graduated from Hofstra University on Long Island because I'm from Long Island, New York. I was broke and I wanted to travel. So I took a job as an international flight attendant. It was with a private charter company and they had a contract with the troops. So I would fly the troops like all over the world. So I've been everywhere. I've been to so many like incredible places
Yeah.
and seen so many things. And that was like a cultural education that I just think you cannot buy.
You can't get it in
Um,
a book. You got to go see these things,
you
right? You have to
can't.
travel.
So I like to tell people that because I truly think that that is important. And for me,